Blitz on 2 is sponsored by Holy City Heating and Air, Steen Enterprises, Baker Motor Company, and True to Word.
Oh boy, hey everybody, welcome once again to the Blitz on 2. Look at that, huh? It's week 5 of the high school football season. As always, I'm Mark Morgan. Every Friday night at this time, we will be your one-stop shopping for all your high school football needs.
Yeah, that is right. Glad to have you. I am Dan Fanning. I got an NIL deal with BURKE, so you never know what I may
I've got to start working on that.
pull out. Yeah, last season, here we go. 4D had their game at Gaffney all but won until the Indians came back in the fourth quarter. This evening, the Patriots hosting the 18-time state champs at Steve LaPrade Field. And what do you know? There's Steve LaPrade here on the sidelines of the field that bears his name. First quarter, Indians lead 14-7. Riley Staten, screen pass to Jamarcus Smith. Smith races 67 yards the other way for the score. Gaffney leads 27. Coach Smith of 4D not pleased, but back comes the Fort. Monty Johnson on the end around. He picks him up and puts him down. Number 2 for a big gain down at the maybe, 26? Yeah, just to watch out. Don't get run over. Then Charles Watson over the middle to Jalen Berry. Must be that news to Karma. We interviewed Jalen in the 6 o'clock show, and there he is striking up the band. That makes it 20-14. Then the Fort turns defense into offense. Watches Staten. Throws over the middle, picked off by Jackson King. Crown him as King rumbles maybe around the 50. Then Watson not done. What can Brown do for you? A swing pass to Davion Brown. 5 alive. Races in for the score. That knocks things at 20 apiece. Highlights not hard to come by this evening, but we go to the final score. Gaffney, they pull out a late win tonight at the Fort, 48-40.
Sticking with the 5A schools, Goose Creek at Somerville. Green Wave ranked number 1 in the state. Kamani Clary loads up, though, for the Creek. Goes deep. Davion Malloy is there. Nicely done. What a catch. Nicely shot, too. Goose Creek, though, misses a field goal. Here comes the Wave. Jaden Cummings, very close friend of the program, to Pickle Pettiford. He knows what to do with it. Nice game before he's finally knocked out of bounds inside the red zone. That will lead to this Trey Green up the gut. Remember, we know what Yannick Smith is, but that dude right there is important as well. That's a touchdown. PAT is good. Green Wave just getting started. 7-zip. Next possession. More from Trey. Kind of bobbing and weaving here according to the piece of paper in front of me. There he goes. Takes a couple guys to drag him down inside the red zone, and Green will finish what he started. That was a Van Halen song, the Sammy Hagar version. Finish what you started. His second TD in as many minutes. 13-0 Somerville.
I don't know if Trey knows of Van Hagar.
I don't think he does. To the board we go. The WOW winners last week, still unbeaten. Somerville doubles up Goose Creek 40-20.
And here we go back east of the Cooper. Swamp Foxes of AR taking on Wando. AR up 21-7 in the second quarter. Jaden Acosta up the middle for the first down, but the drive would stall. Warriors trying to move it, but Mackay Paulmore has other ideas. Swallows up the ball carrier. AR's next drive, a little confusion right here. Does the quarterback have it? No, he does not. Acosta ends up with the rock, ends up with the touchdown. That makes it 28-7. Mark, watch this. The ensuing kickoff, Dylan Polanski out of nowhere.
Man.
You got jacked up. Hopefully the return man is okay, but man, what a lick there by Dylan Polanski. As we go to the final score, AR, they stay undefeated this evening. They could be a team to mess with coming into region play. Swamp Foxes win 35-14.
All right, Dan's alma mater, West Ashley, on the road this evening.
Yeah, well, before the Wildcats take on the Fort, Somerville, and AR in the region, one last out-of-region contest in St. Stephen against Timberland. And we pick things up first quarter action. The Wolves have marched down the field. The snap to quarterback Kylan Brown. He uses his speed to dart around the left side for the touchdown. The try for 2. No good. 6-0 Timberland. Wildcats with it now. They ground and pound better than anybody here in the Lowcountry. Terry Grant, the Shrine Bowl selection, friend of the show, plows his way 15 yards before he is brought down. But the Wolves keep West Ashley out of the end zone. Kevin Brown snowed under right here by a host of Timberland defenders. This was, as expected, a tough physical slugfest of a contest, but we go to the board. West Ashley able to find their run game as they come back to west of the Ashley, winners 38-20.
We keep right on rolling. May River at Cane Bay. This is the Blitz on 2, by the way, with Dan Fanning. I'm Mark Morgan. First quarter scoreless. Cameron Smalls picks up the first down on second and short, but loses the rock, and the Sharks recover. Turnover early, later in the first. May River gives it right back, and there's the fumble recovery for Cane Bay. Cobras with it, and they're going to go in the other direction. You know Cane Bay loves to run the football, right? Deshaun Tompkins takes the handoff, follows his blockers for a nice gain down to the May River 20-yard line. Then Smalls makes up for his earlier miscue, rumbles in to make it 7-0 Cobras. Speaking of low-scoring defensive slugfests, Dan, let's go to the board. Cane Bay beats May River. That's your only touchdown, 7-0 Cobras.
Yeah, I guess good thing Lisa stayed for that. Stratford hosting St. James, and look forward to this score here. Early on, the Knights capitalize on an interception. Eric McCary takes the handoff, finds a seam, and he scores from 15 yards out. PAT good, 7-0 Stratford, and they are just getting started. On the first play of the ensuing drive, the Knights cause the fumble, and they're recovered. The Knights back in business. Then they quickly score yet again. Jakin Davis fired a touchdown pass to Mark gives me the Jordan shrug, number 23. I guess I didn't really think
not
about
in your
23
program.
The shrug. Anyway, PAT good, 14-zip Stratford. Later, still in the first quarter, the Knights score one more time. This time, they give it to the power back, 21 inside. That makes it 21-0 home team. Still in the first, Kerwin Squires takes it in, and the route is on. 27-zip Knights. My word, Stratford taking out some frustration this evening on St. James, and that is not a typo. Knights win it big, 53-6.
All right, everybody, catch your breath just a little bit, but we're just getting warmed up here on the Blitz on 2. Going to step away for a brief timeout, then we'll continue our look at Week 5.
Yeah, that is right. Rivalry week for the Iron Horses. Can Philip Simmons stay unbeaten against neighbor Bishop England? Find out when the Blitz continues after this break. And welcome back into the Blitz on 2. A little surprised with Philip Simmons' start to the season. They are not ranked in the 3A top 10, but I digress.
Well, they should be very soon, if not. The Iron Horses looking to go 6-0 on the season. How impressive have they been, Dan? They've scored at least 37 points in every game so far. Wow. Bishop England visits the Iron Horses tonight, and we run onto the field, and here we go. First play from scrimmage, Sherrod Williams, off right tackle, gets to the second level. See ya. He's going to go 65 yards for the touchdown. This team, Dan, as you mentioned a couple minutes ago, back up in the newsroom, a tremendous running game. It's 7-0 Iron Horses. Second play from scrimmage, KJ Asbury, repeat friend of the show, is gone. 65 yards for a touchdown. You got to be kidding me. That makes it 15-0. Third possession, just like the first two. Asbury, the foot race, I'm telling you, this team will bury you with its running game. Yikes. One more play we'll show you here. They can throw the ball as well. I'm guessing that's what is about to occur. Actually, that's what we call kind of an add-on play. Nice quarterback run, though. Look at this. That shows the kind of offense that Philip Simmons has as we go to the board. Make it 6-0 for Eric Bendig's team. Not time for the boogie yet. That will come after playoff wins. If you don't know the Bendig Boogie, we will fill you in later in the season. 58-10 is your final tonight.
To Sumter County, Sumter High as OCA visits Memorial Stadium. Here we go. Jamaria Bay scores as the team's second touchdown, as we have plenty of opening shots. I will say so. Jeremiah Bay, nice end around. He scores as Sumter goes in front, we think. John Peoples runs it into the end zone later. He had a decent game last week against Somerville. Then Alex Kievgo kicked the 10-yard field goal. I don't know if you can have a 10-yard field goal. Anyway, Trey Brown brought down by Sumter's Bryce Allen. The swing pass there by Edward Reidenbach, Trey Brown. Then the OCA pass from Edward Reidenbach here to Jack Wadey. swallowed up by the Sumter defense. We go to the final score. OCA goes on the road. They put up a fight, but it is not enough. The Gamecocks win by 7, 17-10. Now, a few high school league SCISA matchups this evening. Hanahan at Porter tops the list.
That's right, Dan. Brad Bull Cyclones looking to go 6-0 on the season. This team has played very, very well. We pick it up PG with the football after this. A lot of smoke here, Dan. I almost had to go sit down on the sidelines. Yeah. Nolan Schumann with the keeper for the home team. Nice effort. Watch Schumann kind of fight his way, cutting back and forth. 17 yards and a Cyclones first down. Now later in the drive, Schumann will take it himself on fourth down. This is fourth. He will struggle to try to get the yardage needed, and the measurement says he did not make it. Hawks take over. Then what do? They give it to the workhorse. Kayvon Rivera. He powers his way for 10 yards. This dude is hard to bring down. Hawks on the march. Julius Hippensteel fakes me out. Come on, Mark. He keeps it and is popped by Porter Gouds, Baker Lamberson right there. Then Rivera does his thing. Dan's interviewed him multiple times this season, and that's why. 20 yards for the touchdown. The PAT was good. He is a stud. 7-zip. Hanahan. Now, second quarter action coming up. I love the flags. I'm behind the play here, folks. I know it's a cardinal sin, and J.J. Flood makes me pay. He goes around the left side for 30 yards. He's been the Cyclones' go-to guy all season long. Another good night this evening. Then the big fullback, Harley Bickerstaff, goes up the gut. Look how big this dude is. Knocking over tacklers as he goes. Both teams relying on their running games early tonight. Not a high-scoring game, but a slugfest. We'll show you the final. The Hawks hand the Cyclones their first loss of the season, 21-14.
And we go to Carnes Crossroads. My word, the scoreboard getting a workout there at Northwood as the Chargers lead 40-zip at halftime. Northwood would add to the lead. First, Jonah Kazin comes away with a pick. A nice return by the Chargers. Then Austin Grady over the middle to Rhett Hill. King of the Hill rumbles in and makes it 47-0. Thank you, Rhett, for signaling that was good. NA, no trouble with Mag. Nice run here by Antoine Henderson as the Chargers add to their great season this evening. As we go to the final score, Northwood blanks Academic Magnet 47-0.
Another SCISA matchup. First Baptist Hurricanes looking for a second straight win. Got their first win for Jamal Burks last season. Wilson Hall in town. Visitors good early. Miles Van Patten takes the pitch. He goes around the left side. 25 yards down to the 10-yard line. This team was running it and running it and running it. Dylan Jones then takes it down near the goal line. The Barons at this point dominating the line of scrimmage. Clark Kinney will score for the visitors right there. They really had their way with the Hurricanes tonight. This is a tough one. We had a few games like this where kind of blowouts. Going to the board, Wilson Hall comes into the Lowcountry and beats First Baptist 44-15.
And my friend Neil is the JV coach at Wilson Hall. They won last night.
Cool.
Earl Brown Jr.'s Burke Bulldogs taking North Charleston. Burke with it right here. Redricus Parsons, I think that's right, flips it out to number 4, Alan Rouse III. He gains 7 yards before he's wallowed by Ja'Kai Ladson. That drive stalls. Cougars with it. Quarterback Tyrell Gadsden can't find a receiver. He scrambles. This dude is mobile. Gain of 18 before he is brought down. Then Gadsden rolling out finds Anton Spillers. Spillers with some nice moves like C.J. Spiller. Cougars moving the ball down at Stony Field. This was a low-scoring affair in the first half. North Charleston would eventually find the scoreboard in the second as Mark went for the wrong half. Anyway, Cougars blank Burke 39-0.
Timing is everything, and I haven't seen these highlights or this script. Here we go. Green Sea Floyd's Trojans hosting the Andrews Yellow Jackets. Andrews had control of this game from the start to finish. Xavier Anderson sneaky with it into the end zone for the touchdown. Yellow Jackets lead 34-6 as we join the action. Trojans not able to get it done on offense. Andrews back with the ball. A.J. Lee finds an open gap and races down the sideline. Little stiff arm. Boy, the weather is lousy up there, huh? We were lucky here in the Lowcountry. But he scores on that play. Yellow Jackets up 40-6. Trojans going for it here on fourth, but they fall short of the first down and turn it over. Andrews back on offense. Rainy night. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's Lee again down the sideline. No one's going to catch him. Look at the rain. I act like I've never seen rain. Andrews crushes the Trojans 46-6. Nice win for the Yellow Jackets. And another brief timeout here on the Blitz. We'll let the sponsors do their thing.
We have some more scores on the other side, plus a look at our play of the night. Stay with us.
And welcome back to the Blitz on 2 alongside Dan Fanning. I'm Mark Morgan. Some scores to check out. Woodland over Colleton County tonight, 35-10. Cross is on a roll. Trojans on the road beat Buford 24-zip.
Also some more scores. Edisto beats MMA 28-16. Also Manning. Baptist Hill has struggled a bit this year. Manning wins 64-14.
All right, some SCISA scores. Williamsburg Academy, always impressive, 41-14 over Northside Christian. And Bethesda Academy shuts out PCA 48-0.
And two more scores to show you. Colleton Prep wins on the road 36-14. Also St. John's Christian gets beat at Thomas Hayward 26-7. For our play of the night, make it plays of the night. The first play of the night for Philip Simmons, Sherrod Williams. He is good gone. Thunder and lightning for Philip Simmons, arguably the best 1-2 tandem in the Lowcountry, especially in 3A. Then the second play of the night for the Philip Simmons Iron Horses, KJ Asbury. He says peace to the defense. 21 picks him up and puts him down 2 65-yard touchdown runs for our plays of the night.
And the Iron Horses remain unbeaten, as we said. Thank you so much for joining us here for another edition of the Blitz on 2. Always appreciate you checking in.
I would say so. Tune in next Friday for Week 6. Also, don't forget, plenty of college action tomorrow with Mark at 11. I'm going to Orangeburg for the Battle of the Bulldogs. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Abby, Gerard, thank you.